How's it going, guys? My name is 𝗦𝗏𝙙 and welcome to my channel where we try to bring out the potential of every Pokemon available. Today's focus is on the pincer Pokemon 𝙤𝙙. 𝙤𝙙 is currently sat in the underused tier, but that doesn't mean it's bad in any way. With access to stab technician priority bullet punches and strong stab U-turns as well to punch holes in the opponent before safely switching into a team member, this thing can be an asset to any team. Let's get started. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, Reese. So they're going to lead off with Fuyumi, the Ninetales, as I lead off with my 𝙤𝙙. And 𝙤𝙙 does really well against their team. So we're going to try and get 𝙤𝙙 doing some stuff. So Snow Warning comes through. That's fine. I'm just going to go for a BP straight off the bat. It should KO even in the snow. And I don't think they'll want to risk that. So they're more than likely going to go Iron Treads here. They withdraw the Ninetales, not wanting to get smacked in the face with a bullet punch. And they're going to go into 𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚, which is going to be the Iron Treads, right? Gotta be, yeah, it's gotta be. It's the only switching they've got. So we get to pop their air balloon with a bullet punch, which is great. Like so. But we don't want to stay in and take any unnecessary damage here. So they're either going to go for a knockoff or an earthquake or a stealth rock. In which case, Flygon seems like a pretty good shout. We do lose our load of dice, but it's still not a bad shout. We can definitely take an earthquake, to be fair. Might be wise to go for a U-turn. I think I will go for a U-turn, you know. They go for a Volt Switch. That's even better for us. Not going to do much damage to 𝙤𝙙. And it means whatever comes in now has to take a U-turn to the face. And that's going to have to be Ninetales or Mimikyu. One of the two. Unicron comes in. Who's Unicron? What? Oh, wow. That just took a... That was like... I was looking at that on the team preview and thinking, what a threat. And it's died in one clean hit from a U-turn. Yikes. That was very unfortunate for my opponent there. Very unfortunate for my opponent, I will say. So now what do we do? I'm leaning towards... I want to bring Shiftry in. 𝙤𝙙's definitely going to be our win con, though. Looking at their squad. Gotta be. I want to save Shiftry, actually. The Focus Sash could come in clutch. I think we go Primarina, because the only Pokemon they can bring in really is Torterra. So Primarina, nice and shiny, comes in. And let's see what they do in this situation. They just lost their Hooper Unbound. Let's see what they do. They must have been expecting a close combat or something there. They must have been. So Mamoswine comes in. That's an interesting choice against the Primarina. So I'm going to go for a Surf straight up. They go for a Trailblaze, which is going to do a bit of damage. Does half. Crazy damage. But luckily, we have the Surf. Boom. And that takes them cleanly out. So Mamoswine goes down as well. That's a nice chunk of the team gone already, which is a great start for us. A really great start for us. So Roadbuster comes in. That's going to be the Torterra. We don't want to stay in here, but we don't want to let it set up a Shell Smash either. That's for sure. So I think my best bet is letting Primarina go down. So I'm going to go for a Moonblast. I'm just going to let it go down. We might outspeed the Torterra, but we don't have Ice Beam, so we can't really do much there. They go for a Bullet Seed. It looks like they're a loaded dice set, which is interesting. So are they Shell Smash? Yes or no? I don't know, but they're probably max speed, that's for sure. So Primarina does go down there, but it's not the end of the world. As the Pokemon was hit 2 times, that's fine. Now we go into... I want to say Salazzle for the Flamethrower, because Salazzle's Flamethrower here does a lot of damage to the whole team. So I think I'm going to go into Salastic right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to Terra Grass first and go for a Flamethrower, because there is a good possibility they Terra here and Shell Smash. Or, worst case scenario... No, that's probably the worst case scenario. Second worst case scenario, they Earthquake / Headlong Rush us, which would be pretty bad for us if we were a Poison and Fire type, right? They withdraw. They're not terroring. They're just withdrawing. The only viable switching they've got is Mimikyu, but they bring the Iron Treads in to die, which is fine. I'm going to Terra my Salazzle right now. Salazzle could be our win con, though. But we've got 𝙤𝙙 with a Bullet Punch for that Mimikyu, potentially. But we are going to go ahead and Terra Grass here. Go for a Flamethrower. They may have overpredicted. They might have thought we were going to go for a Sludge Wave, predicting a switch. But no, we go for a Flamethrower here. That's a dead Iron Treads right there, which is absolutely fantastic for us. So 𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 goes down. Good stuff, good stuff. Fuyumi comes in. That's the Ninetales, right? Yeah, so Ninetales comes in. I don't think you outspeed here. But they haven't terrored yet. So, I'm going to go for the flamethrower anyway. No, they just stayed in. They let it go down. So, a choice specs flamethrower. I'm afraid 𝙐𝙙𝙙𝙙's coming through right now. I'm afraid 𝙐𝙙𝙙𝙙's coming through right now. Like, through. Right, Mara comes in. That's going to be the Mimikyu. So, this thing could pose a problem. If they Swords Dance here, I'm just going to flamethrower. I'm just going to burn this thing to a crisp. Well, it's disguise anyway. So there's the disguise popped. Plump. And a little bit of health taken off, which is awesome. They actually have a red card, which is interesting. Are they going to Swords Dance now? Please go in Scizor. Flygon, that's not a good one. Flygon got dragged out. So they go for a Swords Dance here, which is terrifying. But I'm not too worried because we do have the Scizor in the back. I'm going to go for an Earthquake here just to get some damage off. Earthquake comes through. Nice bit of damage. They go for a Play Rough though. That's a dead Flygon. That is a dead Flygon right there. So Scizor can come back in now and just Bullet Punch this thing. So we'll bring Bullet Punch Scizor back in. Scizor. There we go. And we just Bullet Punch. There's no reason not to because that forces them to go for a Shadow Sneak, which won't KO us. They go for the Shadow Sneak though anyway. Like I said, not going to KO Scizor, I'm afraid. A +2. Not quite enough. The Bullet Punch comes through. Scizor takes out the Mimikyu. So Scizor takes out the Mimikyu. Took out the Hooper. And hopefully we'll take out the Torterra. But they haven't terrored yet. They could still pull this back with Torterra. Like, for real. They could definitely pull this back with Torterra. So, Roadbuster comes back in at full health. Nice and shiny. We go for a U-turn here. Because they're probably going to go for a Shell Smash. They do Terror. Oh, what type are they going to Terror into, though? Fire? Could be Fire. Terror Ice. Okay. So that's great for us. Because we can Bullet Punch it with Scizor. They go for a Shell Smash. That's fine. U-turn's going to come through right now. And it's going to get me out of there. But it means something else has to come in and face the wrath of a Shell Smash Torterra. So... interesting choice to Terra there, but they probably realized we were going to go for a U-turn. But this Torterra just turned into a bit of a threat. So we go for a U-turn. That's going to do just under half. And we get on out of there. But we haven't got anything that can really deal with this other than Scizor's Bullet Punch. So we're just going to send something into Sack. We'll send in Salazzle. They're probably going to have Terra Blast on this thing. But let's have the two Terastallization Pokemon against each other. That U-turn as well did less damage because of the snow, I just realized. Let's finish this with an Overheat if we can. They go for a Terra Blast though. That's going to definitely take out Salazzle. At +2. Yeah, definitely takes out Salazzle there. Boom. Down it goes. So Salazzle goes down. But it is fine because we have the Scizor in the back with a Bullet Punch, which I'm going to go into now. And that should clear up the game. But you never know. Something might happen. So let's go into Scizor now. I don't think there is anything this Torterra can do though. Like for real. I'm going to go for a BP. So Bullet Punch comes through. Boom. That's a dead Torterra. And that is going to be the game. So GG Reese. That was a fun one. You made some questionable switches. But, you know, we're only human at the end of the day. I do it all the time. GG Reese.